architecture for the two users at the time, Eve. This one you see a third, maybe, of what we saw. It's 5 meters high, and each user has got his own mountain, his own perspective. And here we used we used speech recognition to say things like fly mode on, fly mode off, and each user is able to navigate through the scene using his head position to go backward, forward, upward, and down. And here again, the scene, I just took it on the internet, added the two lines, and we've got that tool. That's really important for scientists because they are just bad at this kind of thing. They just suck when it comes to dealing with graphics or games. They are just good to proposing interface. They are just good to these things, and since they aren't able to, all of them, select the same software, each of them will just invest the software and pay as much as he can for it, and each of them will be just stuck in their own softwares. Here with Blender, we wanted, based on an open source software, to unify the whole first laboratory and then virtual reality research field around one software which is known by everyone because it's free. Just to finish, I did a tiny stress test to see the difference in between Blender alone, Blender on a single screen when you run the Python scripting I talked about, and Blender on 2 or 4 screens at the same time. Then this scene, it's half, or 980 cubes, or 490 cubes when I shifted in half the towers, just to see if the physics wasn't too much power consuming. I'm sorry for the next slide, but still, here you can see where the cube just dropped. The red one is on my computer, the blue one is on the Eve system, which has got a huge cluster of computer behind, and you can see that it has, but you cannot feel the sensation. Sorry. Here you got the frame per second from 0 to 60 or 70. I don't know why, because the PG Logic Get Average frame rate sends me back something like 60 frames per second. But whatever the principle is, here to see that on Eve system, the blue one, or Smarty system, the black one, when you run it on a single screen, it's pretty